Whoa! Oops. Need to move that a little bit. Good evening, everybody.
Oh, it's like you're like cut off there. You gotta
Well,
uncrop that.
I moved
Crop.
I moved the camera a bit. I
Yeah,
found this
I'm
I found this like desk clamp like tripod stand
yes.
the other week, and I'm like, I have no memory of buying this or what it would have been for, but I was like, oh hey, I can maybe mount the camera up there for streams in this room, and that might work out a little better. So there we go.
I'm not playing, guys. I'm not playing tonight. You're fine. Please, no, I'm streaming, but please, Monty, I need you to not, not. I mean it. Not right now.
So this choice of Super Valis 4 might not necessarily be the most appropriate game to celebrate this, but I have brought the 20L5 back into the setup. I went up and back. I went up to Steve's, picked up the 20L5 and the C- Toshiba.
Yeah, and drove back.
and drove back. And I got the 20L5. I mean, it's looking beautiful. I haven't had any issues yet. I mean, he fully,
I hope you haven't had any issues yet.
Well, he never observed the problem that I had. So he let it run for a while, after recapping and everything, and never saw the issue. So, we were also speculating, well, could it have been a power cable issue? Could it have been,
Yeah.
some other issue, related to the power or, but, so we don't know for sure if, like, the refurbishing fixed it or if it could have been something else. But regardless, like, it's refurbished, and so it should, it's been recapped and should last a real good long while.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, that's the best case scenario. Mine was recapped by him in 2020, I think, summer 2020. And it's like works great. It just like it takes a little while to warm up now compared to like when I first had gotten it back from him. I mean, it takes like maybe 20 seconds for the picture to like fade in.
But I don't think I'm having that, but yours was ultra dusty. Yours needed to be cleaned out like crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it looks beautiful. The last time I had even used it or looked at a 20L5 at all was when I was streaming Ratchet Deadlocked, which I think was like the end of 2020.
Yeah.
And, I was really having that issue where it was powering off and boom, coming back on. And I was like, that had been an issue for a bit. And I was like, I don't want to risk that.
Right.
So I unhooked it, put an L2. I have an L2 that's my backup PVM. Of course, they can't do 480p. Yeah, Super Nintendo might not be the most appropriate system for welcoming the 20L5 back, but this is a game that I've had on my mind to stream for a while. So
yeah.
So
I mean, I thought you'd played it before because someone said before, haven't we played this one already?
I streamed the PC Engine version.
Oh, I see.
Which is quite different. Like, this definitely has like a similar reputation to like Rondo of Blood versus Dracula X, where it's like, oh, the Super Nintendo version is much less good.
Can you reframe me a little bit?
Sure.
Just make me go left a little bit.
But from what I've
right.
tested of this before, I mean, I think it's gonna be pretty good, honestly. It's I don't think you have the multiple characters that you have in the PC Engine version. But But there's, I think the combat is a little different. Yeah, let's when it was going on the title demo, it froze eventually earlier.
So we don't know.
So I'm like kind of nervous, like uh-oh, but
Monty, I need you to not.
It's probably fine.
Go over and hang out with your sister. I mean it.
Oh man, I don't know. Jump shot. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to reset here because the menu is kind of confusing. I can't tell whether white or red means it's selected. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to have changed the default. I will go by whatever the default difficulty was.
Yeah. Well, there's only normal and hard.
Right. Okay. It looks like normal is the default then. So I'll go with normal. It's interesting that it actually starts on the option.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
It takes you into that before.
But yeah, it took me actually a while to finish Valis 4 on PC Engine CD. Luckily, that had saves. But so what?
But this doesn't.
Correct.
Does it have limited continues, I wonder?
I don't know. So we'll find out.
Yeah. Wait, that's not the same character? Is this a new character?
Correct, but it's the same character. I'm going to turn the music up a bit because it seems a little quiet, and it's good music. Yeah, that is correct. It's a different character, but it's the same character that's in PC Engine Valis. I don't remember her name. But... Oops. Okay, so this game has an interesting item system where you can collect. This is not how the PC Engine version is. Like you can see on the upper right there's I can select with R and L different sub items, and I can store that many sub items, and then I press the X button to move it into my active slot, which has limited uses. But if I want to use another weapon, then that'll lose what I haven't used of the one that's already there. So I don't know. It's kind of an interesting system. Usually the Valis games have more of like a weapon upgrade system where you collect the same letter or something, and then it upgrades. I'm not sure if this has that, but I've played the first level or so of it before, and I don't know. I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's definitely not as full-fledged as the PC Engine version, but it's different, in a way that's not bad, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, I'm framed pretty good in this layout. You're a little bit to the left.
Oh, well, I think that's just because I was leaning.
The lean.
It's death.
Dominator.
I'm starting out fighting death.
Yeah, I didn't beat Jumping Flash. I didn't go back and finish it off I should have, but I woke up next day and just
wasn't feeling it.
Well, I just got I spent a lot of time on Monday afternoon getting that video prepped. It was a little bit more of an ordeal to get that live than anticipated. But I just didn't go back because then I got I had a bunch of stuff I needed to do for my regular job, and
that's pretty good cloud parallax in the background there. Line scrolling parallax. I like that.
Oh, I mean that wouldn't be considered line scrolling. I mean that's just many levels of.
No, I'm pretty sure that's line scrolling because you
line
can
scrolling is like the floor in Street Fighter 2.
Well, sure, but I don't think on Super Nintendo you can do that many layers of parallax. What it's doing is line scroll. It doesn't just have to be like one line and then the next line. It's doing it in chunks. See. But there's still clearly like a flat line where it divides the sections. So I'm pretty sure that's line scrolling because I don't think you can do that many layers of parallax. True parallax. This level looks like a level that like I can believe is the final level. I don't think this level's in the PC Engine version, but I could be mistaken. I mean, it's a very different game, I think.
Well, it's super.
It is super, but it doesn't have the story. So much of the story and stuff that the PC Engine version has. Which I mean, like, who cares really? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
The music's still quite good on here.
There's something inside me that makes you want to try to jump up and slash those candles.
I know, right? But they don't do anything.
But as I said, like that, it was a little bit of an ordeal to like get that video out that day. I mean, I won't get into details, but it was a little bit more complicated than expected.
Were people amused by? By the thumbnail.
The people whose opinions matter to me,
which is our Discord,
about it. No, that's all that matters to me. There's only one comment that said, you're a grown adult, act like it.
I didn't see that one.
I mean, it's just I wasn't feeling the video that much.
I thought it was pretty entertaining, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of sent the video to die, though. Like, I just put it out there. I didn't, like, advertise it anywhere. I didn't put it on our Facebook. I didn't put it, like, anywhere. So, I mean, that's probably why it doesn't have, like a lot of views.
Mm.
But, it was what it was. Like, I think that between that and the Amber Nick video, I think that I'm, like, kind of done doing like, hey, here's this gaming device, can we send it to you to check out?
Yeah.
From like some Chinese company that I'm not familiar with. I'd rather just like cover things that that I feel compelled to like check out, I guess.
Right.
More so.
Well, I mean, the thing with all those devices is like they just like put out tons and tons and tons of variations, and they're outdated almost immediately.
Yeah, well, that's especially the case with the Amber.
So here's a frustration that I was having with a device from a similar source, a similar type of company. You had that Aya Neo review sample that we ultimately decided to kind of not really do anything with.
Yeah, we didn't do anything.
And I was like, well, I could use this as just like a lightweight capture computer if I need to capture PC games that aren't very demanding. I can just use this as and it was actually a bit of a hassle getting a USB-C hub with HDMI that worked properly in the first place. But then I thought I had it going fine, but I was trying to capture we did another community directorship poll for Backloggery, and we're going to play AM2R tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, I was trying to figure out, like, well, how am I going to play this? Yeah, I first started off on that Aya Neo, and for some reason I couldn't capture it.
It just does not show up, or
well, it just alternates between showing it and unsupported signal. So I couldn't do that. And then when I just tried to do desktop capture from my streaming computer, looks like you have to be careful on the game over screen. You have to, because there's a countdown. So I tried doing it on my streaming computer, and then, it was all this big hassle of, it doesn't want to go full screen on the screen that you want it to go on. And normally I don't even have my capture computer connected to my TV. So like I had to, connect it with a different cable. And then for whatever reason, whenever I displayed the game on my TV, it would would not update the screen. And I couldn't figure out, if I had it full screen, it wouldn't update the screen. Right. But if I push buttons, and then minimize the game and then came back, it updated. Well, so capturing it that way was a no-go. Yeah. I tried, a while back, I understand that there's now another workaround for the Xbox UWP, emulation and other unauthorized apps. Yeah. But I had actually disconnected, so I downloaded that stuff to a Series S and disconnected it from my router, so it never got the signal to stop using these apps. Okay. So I had downloaded a port of AM2R, but I played around with it a little bit, and it was buggy. It freezes up. I don't know. It was glitchy in several ways, actually. But regardless, that didn't.
So you didn't play it, or you're?
Well, I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I'm what I think I'm going to end up doing is just playing it on my computer up here and hoping that I don't have the same capture issue.
Right. So I know there's a beta version you can probably put on your hack.
I thought about that, but then I was concerned, is it going to be problematic just like the Xbox version? Yeah. Who knows? Because it sounds like there are a number of bugs, especially ones that might be based around earlier, versions of it. I heard that there's a glitch where there's a boss that you can't beat unless you exploit a glitch to bypass them or something. Yeah. So I don't know. It sounds like the PC version with there's a patch on top of that. It sounds like the most stable version. So yeah. So anyway, I'm hoping I didn't end up figuring out to. Oh wait, how does
you got to go all the way up to the top.
Oh, I know, but I'm. Oh, okay. Oh, so that's just a little mini heal. Okay, I thought that was going to actually heal me normally. Okay, never mind. Anyway, I was just curious how that worked. I was just seeing if those items were worth getting.
But all that's a really good example of, a lot of my frustrations with these devices, with those glasses and with the Ambernick to some extent. The Ambernick.
Well, you had frustrations with the Aya Neo too.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's why you gave it to me.
Crazy.
You were sick
and that's the thing. It's I think there's just so many of them that none of this stuff is tested enough that it should be. There's I thought the glasses were going to be cool, and I feel I did a very good job of explaining it. And there's people I think that have done videos on that. And you pointed out a comment to me saying I've seen people do videos on this and they all say, this works in exactly the way that it's supposed to and doesn't really say anything about it. And I just had like a really frustrating experience basically getting it to work with a lot of stuff.
And what we were interested in was really more like, we weren't interested so much in how it was supposed to work. The things that were appealing to us were some of the more fringe cases, right?
Yeah, and I thought, you know, when it first released, I think that the people who created the glasses, they kind of panicked a little bit.
That's good.
Because it was, I mean, a little bit is it's probably an understatement. They definitely panicked in an email to us.
And then
multiple emails.
And then they like,
said, you know, like listen, you know,
That's good.
there's certain things about them that can be fixed. You know, like I'm sorry that the 3D stuff didn't work, because immediately like they tried to say, like let us send you this neckband thing, and I was like, I don't like, that's not something I want to. I'm done with this thing. Like I don't want to do more.
Yeah. And furthermore, it's like nothing that the neckband does is even relevant to us or our audience.
Yeah.
Like it would be good if it like supposedly if you were like running 3D video content, I guess, but
yes, it didn't have much to do with that.
Dang it.
But I said, you know, like it works with the Mister, it works with like these scalers, and I said, there's things out there that don't work with these, and because they tried to tell me in an email, like, you know, like the Switch stuff and the Steam Deck stuff is like really the focus, and they tried to make it seem like the HDMI input was kind of like an afterthought.
Right.
And I'm like, that's dumb.
I mean, that's
like a dumb approach to like, why are you telling me this now? Like I say specifically in the video, that was the thing I was most excited about seeing what it could do, what I could get to work with it.
Yeah, we don't care about the native content.
I mean, the truth is, you know, like I get the appeal of like having like this private screen to like play the Switch on like when you're traveling, but it doesn't really do anything for me. It's like it's just more convenient just to look at the screen that's built into the system.
Yeah.
For like anything. Like I just don't see a lot of appeal in just like using these glasses. Well,
the main thing would be if it actually worked with 3D, like proper 3D video content, like PS3.
Yes. And
like sure, I'm sure you could use some emulators to get side by side working more correctly than you were able to.
That's just a whole bunch more hoops to jump.
And but my point is, it should work. It should like. I can't imagine it would be that hard to get it to actually work with native, like HDMI 4.1 3D.
Yeah.
Like that is an established standard that should be easy to adopt, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was just like a really weird. I'd never been in that kind of situation before. Like after releasing a video and then getting like rapid emails from the people saying like, but this, and you know, like it's it was just kind of like it was like almost kind of like awkward for a minute, but I just said, you know, like it works with these
like
things.
Yeah, you should
advertise that.
Yeah,
whether or not you ever even intended for it to work with that.
It uses those things, like you said, like it's actually a little surprising it works with those things because hey, not everything works with those. So
yeah,
they should be tooting their horn about that.
Yes. But from what I heard, I got a message like the next day after releasing it from somebody else saying that like this company kind of has a habit of causing a lot of noise when
even the slightest negative thing,
negative comment about it.
It's like, do you guys understand how reviews work?
720p is like unbelievable to me.
Yeah,
like it should.
Like HDMI devices, you know, that people use like the mini consoles or whatever, right? Like, wouldn't it be really cool to play the mini consoles on that?
Yeah, well, that's what I said to him. So it was just like a very kind of weird situation, you know, like leading up to it and like throughout the day, I guess. Because like I guess they didn't think that it was gonna be like a review. Like they apparently
like they were they thought it was a partnership, and it's like
to be like a you know, like an advertisement for it. Instead.
Yeah, and it's like, come on, guys, it doesn't work that way.
And also, you know, how do you tell me you've never watched a video on our channel without telling us you never watched a video on the channel?
Yeah, like.
But there wasn't a I saw the Linus Tech Tips video like when I was traveling with my family, and I mean they certainly were pretty harsh on it. But you know what? They're not gonna send Linus Tech Tips an email saying like, but this.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'd love to know if they actually did, but
yeah. Well, I mean, the whole thing with that video is they said that, you know, they were emailing them constantly.
Oh, on the Linus video?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then maybe they did do that.
Well, I mean, I don't think so. After the video, like they were emailing constantly, like in the lead up to it. But I don't know. Anyways, there's 2 donations I got to catch up on. Sorry about that. I just wanted to.
Vent.
Anyways, there was $4.99 from Madonna Sheehy.
Thank you.
Saying, what's your guys' favorite type of mac and cheese? Velveeta shells, classic craft dinner, white cheddar with hot dogs. Something else we have to know.
We have to know. I mean, I don't know if I have like a particular like favorite like brand or anything, but your mention of Velveeta shells, I guess, kind of speaks to me. Because like I really like shell noodles. I really like shell noodles in general. Like shell and bow tie noodles, I just feel like they're just like the easiest to pick up with a fork and eat.
Yeah, I mean, as long as I don't have to make the cheese out of like that powder. Like I would rather have.
Oh, that like gave me like the Valis.
But yeah, I mean, I'd say just like Velveeta shells and cheese. You know, what is it like? I really like the what is it like Auntie Anne or Aunt Annie's or something like that. Annie's.
Auntie Anne, isn't that the soft pretzel place?
But there's like the Annie's mac and cheese.
I don't think I know that.
This pretty good. I mean, I think that might have the powder. Auntie Anne's. Okay. So, I think that might have like a form of powdered cheese in it, but I might be incorrect with that. Well, hopefully that covers it. There's also $5 from Alex Gavin. Thank you. Same evening. Sprung for the Xdusa Plus. Pressed so far. So that's the Xbox. HDMI and component output device.
Oh, that can be a help
from the Harborough.
I hope that's cool.
Say, I just thought I saw gel bars on mostly white screens, but that might be my monitor. No faults otherwise. So that's good. I mean, it's good to hear that kind of stuff.
That's the Xbox thing?
Well, it's the Bihar Bros.
The Bihar Bros Xbox.
Yeah, their Xbox. The Xdusa. Zedusa, maybe. Zedusa? Xadusa? I don't know. Xdusa. I mean, like, that's something I want to try out. Like, there was, I mean, obviously, everybody who is here, like, I'm sure was paying attention to Pixel FX's, like their announcement video, which was a bit harder to follow than I expected.
It was not very straightforward at first what this was going to be about.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized I can double tap to run. I don't know if that seems dangerous.
And they are doing, like, they have an Xbox One in the pipeline, but I was a little disappointed that I heard that it's going to completely replace the component or the AV out.
I wonder if that's a limitation of the Xbox, because the make megahertz is the same way. Is what I'm saying.
I just think that a lot of people seem to think that they don't want both.
Well,
with that system specifically.
Well,
I don't know why.
A lot of people really don't like the quality of Xbox analog output, but it does vary between models. So,
but not only that, but it just like I want that. I want to have both at the same time.
I agree.
Because, okay. Thank you for bringing the baby. Now you got it. Good night. I'm sure she's gonna come up. I'm sure she'll follow right. There you go. You can go ahead and take it.
So it seems like you have to, like, each level has no checkpoints. It seems like you have infinite continues, but no checkpoints within levels, which is a little scary.
But I was kind of bummed out about that. Like, I want both. That's my favorite thing about the Pixel FX mods, is that it has simultaneous analog and digital outputs, because it's great for streaming and playing on a CRT. You know, even if the Xbox's AV out isn't that great, like, I still want to use that.
Yes.
When I can, especially since I have a screen that is capable of 480p.
Right, and you're not going to notice the Xbox's video out flaws on a PVM.
Right. I wish there was an option for it. But as far as I know, the PlayStation 2 one will maintain both outputs.
Which you want to maintain that option for PS2, because
absolutely.
PS2, I still maintain that PS2 is the system that benefits the most from analog output, or not just analog output, but a CRT specifically. Like you can get PS2 looking good with the interlacing, but I still think I think it's impossible to get it looking like as good as it could look on a CRT. Like I don't know if that's possible. But for people who,
but if they're working on the Wii, like, I hope that they keep that analog output on there too.
Yes.
I mean, it's just like,
well, because there was the Wii Dual.
And the fact is, like, I feel like eventually that might be a deal breaker for me. You know, like, makes me less inclined to, like, want it if I have to sacrifice one or the other. Like, I want both. And I would rather probably, like, for the Wii, like, I'd probably rather upscale that 480p, you know, only having HDMI.
Oh, you mean so stick with the Wii Dual, basically?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, and you could do that with, you know, with any number of the future upscalers that'll accept HDMI. So, I mean, I am possibly pretty set with my Wii Dual. I love the Wii Dual. I mean, I actually don't especially mind the HDMI mods that are just, you know, straight up the resolution that it is, like the Wii Dual and the GameCube dongles like the Kirby. And the Make Megahertz HDMI is I like it. I don't mind it. I mean, it is, you know, it's just outputs the resolution that it takes in, which is a bit limiting. But it is frustrating that it's man, really tough.
There was also $2 from Joshua Halmicki. Thank you. Saying, how dare you guys give your honest appraisal? Indeed. I mean,
well, I mean, hopefully that video is
a little bit. You know, I think we word things out in just like a logical way, I guess, of saying like, hey, you know, this isn't for me, but and some other people might be into it, but I wish that it was able to do this.
Right. Well, it should be a hopefully a reality check for people who, you know, are like, oh, this just seems like an advertisement, you know, when we do videos. I mean, the reality is we mostly look at when people send us stuff. Most of them know how we're going to look at it, and so they don't even send us the product unless they're confident in it. I mean, did you ever notice we haven't reviewed the Super 64 or the Eon Xbox thing? I mean,
yeah. Like,
you
I
get
just feel
one.
like all those are
I
the
wonder
same.
why.
You know, at this point, they're all doing the same thing. But the good news is like that glasses video is done, and I'm working on both like the setup tour video, and I'm doing just you know, because I wanted to. I'm doing a video like on all the Black Grid box Genesis games, which is 92 games. I'm gonna talk about 92 games in an episode.
92 games.
92.
I can't believe it's that many. And that's only that's only like the first party Sega games or the Sega published games.
Well, what I decided to do, you know, I just decided, you know, like that many games, like it's just gonna be however long it is.
Oh,
like I'm gonna like some games I'm not gonna like shortchange anything. Like, oh, like I don't really like this game, so I'm not gonna talk about it very much. Or like, you know, like I don't want to talk about sports talk baseball. Like maybe I'll talk about it for a little while. And I also made the decision that, you know, I have footage of a lot of these already covered, like already captured. I mean, but I'm going to specifically capture all footage for all these games on my childhood.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to do it like everything new so that I can capture it, like I'm capturing it and I can like write my thoughts on it. And I just kind of want to talk about, just like any memories I have of stuff. Just like really have like chronicle why is like one of my favorite times in games.
I mean, just like you said, you're just going to talk about them all. You aren't going to be like, oh, I don't want to talk about this one. I mean, that's kind of like, the very... Some
will be more than others, but I mean, if the video ends up being 4 hours long, then it ends up being 4 hours long. I'm just gonna go with it. But I'm not gonna it's not gonna be like flashy with like lots of B-roll or anything like that. I mean, I'll show some B-roll of like certain things, but I'm gonna capture as much of these games as I can, so that I can just show, enough. It just seems really fun.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like the games, the types of episodes GameSack's been doing lately, where it's just like look at everything. But you know what I also like about that style of episode is, or not necessarily like, but I admire his commitment to the bit. Is like, because he does those in alphabetical order, he like. The episodes definitely get mired down and like, here's, exciting baseball and exciting billiards or whatever the heck all the exciting games are on Master System. Like you because they're alphabetical, it ends up being often a bit repetitive in that way. Yeah. And I think that's fine. Like I admire, like I say, I admire his commitment to the bit there.
Yes. I mean, like, what I was thinking about doing, and I'm not sure if this is going to be possible, but I feel as though it could be fun to do something like this and to do everything in, like, U.S. release order.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and
Sort of like alphabetical, or like if I can try to do it like in U.S. release order, I'm going to try.
I think you should, because, I mean, that's what the whole black box thing is, right? I mean, it was the thing for a certain period of time, and then there was a cutoff, and it wasn't that way anymore. So yeah. I think it makes sense to do it that way.
Like, I wonder what the last game to like have that style is, and I guess I'll find out, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess you don't know. I assumed you probably knew that, but
I don't.
Not.
But I mean, there's certain things in there that I'm not sure, like, if I'm going to cover them, because they're like slightly different. Like Sonic 2 is like not like it's not that same style. But, you know, like even Streets of Rage 2 isn't. But if you look at the cartridge for Streets of Rage 2, it has the black grid style box on the cartridge. So I'm not sure if either one of those will be in there. But I was thinking about doing stuff like the third party stuff is kind of like its own like little subsection. And if I'm gonna do that, I got to get Techno Cop, which I do not have.
Why is this boss not taking any? Oh, I see. Wait, it's still not taking damage. What is going on? I hope not.
But you know, like I think it'll be. I don't know how it's gonna come together yet.
Oh,
I mean, it's a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna do like, you know, sections at a time. And like I said, if it ends up being hours and hours long, like I don't care. You know, like it shouldn't matter, right? Like I think it's more fun to chronicle this stuff and also, you know, just consolidate my thoughts and feelings on this stuff. And maybe I should do that kind of stuff more often.
Of course. It's my life in gaming, right?
Yeah.
It's really hard to when, like, I don't know, the timing of avoiding the shot when she comes up is really difficult.
So we'll see. But I was also thinking about recording it in sections where I do like on camera stuff. I record them at different times, like as I progress through it. Like,
yeah, why not?
And then it's like time is like passing. I could be like wearing different clothes in a different place.
Sure.
Like I just thought that might be fun to do something like that.
But I mean, you should just like record 2 games every morning.
Yes. Also, what I was kind of thinking about doing, and this is something I came up with on Friday, like while we were recording the podcast. So I've gone through like a lot of my games and like picked out some stuff that I was going to get rid of, and it ended up being quite a few things. Just stuff that I had like maybe on multiple systems. There's no reason for me to have it on multiple systems. So I got like a couple of stacks back there. And I was like, you know, before I get rid of this stuff, all this stuff is open. I should like capture footage of like all this stuff.
Just so you have that version of the game recorded.
Yeah. So what I think I might do is like every day for lunch, I might stream on our Twitch, like capturing from whatever game I'm at, and then I can like put it up for sale or something like that afterwards. So it just seems like a fun thing to do, to like spend an hour or two on. If I have the time like each day, because there's a lot of games there, but like a lot of stuff that, you know, are duplicates. You know, I decided to keep one version of the other. Jeez, you have to like
like, I mean, every level seems to have no checkpoints, which is definitely a little scary, but as long as I don't neglect to hit continue, So yeah, I hope some of the final bosses in Valis can be really hard. So, I mean, the boss patterns seem pretty simple so far, but I was kind of screwing up on that boss for too long to really. That boss just lasts a really long time. But it seems like you kind of have to be careful through the levels, and like it's definitely worth going out of your way to pick up some of the power-ups and stuff.
Yeah. There was $5 from Mega X6. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saying I completed Cyberpunk this week. I really enjoyed it, even with the glitches. Worst was endless save. I also replayed Phantasy Star, fun game. But I'm sure Cyberpunk has been fixed up quite a bit.
Supposedly, as long as you're not playing it on PS4 or Xbox One, supposedly it's in quite good shape.
Yeah. I mean, I got it at like a pawn shop for $4.99, a PS4 version. It has a free upgrade.
That's good.
So I did that. And it's always fun to replay Phantasy Star. But you know what's good is like after I did those glasses, like that was something I expected to be like real, like quick and easy, and then it was just kind of annoying by the time I was done. I'm just done with doing that stuff. I don't want to do that stuff anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
it is never as fun or easy as I think it might be.
Yeah.
And like we were saying, even with the Ioneo stuff, it's always like the stuff is just like rushed out so quick, and it just takes forever to really get it to work the way it's supposed to work. I'm done with it. I am done with that crap. There was also $5 from Zima Duvant.
Oh, thank you.
It's my understanding that this game was made harder in the U.S. due to Retrode. So they probably.
Oh, you probably had more generous checkpoints. Yeah. I mean, there is a normal mode and a hard mode, and it was kind of hard to tell from the menu, but it looked like the normal mode was the default, but I'm on whatever the default. Well, it says level normal, so there you go.
Rooster Buzz thing is, are we getting the room tour before the Black Grid Criterion Collection video? I'm going to work on them both at the same time. I'm guessing that the room tour video will be done before, because I already have like most of the script for that, and I'm just going to it won't be that tough to. I mean, it'll be tough to shoot it, but it's like there's only so much I can do, and I don't know how long the Black Grid Box video will take, and it may end up being like an ongoing thing, which is why like I want to do like sections of it where it's just fun to do when I have the time, or I'm excited about something. Like if I just do like a couple a day, then it could probably take me a month and a half to make it. Maybe. But I assume that the room tour video will be done before then.
Well, you've already got some parts kind of done, right?
I have a little bit done, but I mean, the thing is, like, I last worked on it.
Things have changed.
things have like changed and been like streamlined subtly. So I'm gonna. I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
No.
Oh, and tomorrow is Roasted Blood's birthday. So happy birthday, early birthday. In a couple hours.
What was that? That's some sort of bar flash thing. Was that, oh, maybe it was an upgrade based on score.
But yeah, I mean, done with doing stuff I don't want to do. And it's just, I don't know. probably felt like a lack of passion in that.
I thought it was. It had a lot of humor in it, though. I thought it was good.
I mean, the humor is really only interjected like when I was making like the derpy faces.
Well, and also to keep you sane.
Yes. The life of our situation is very concerning.
I mean, this game is a little intense. You gotta be careful on these boss fights. You can't get greedy.
People are saying my audio's low. I mean, I don't know. I don't tell you. I mean, maybe I could get closer. Oh, Kaylee Gamer is asking if I have any pre-seller regret. Based on the stuff that I have like set aside to sell, like I don't think that I will, because it's just
well, a lot of it is you've got like another version of it anyway.
Yeah, but there's some things that I haven't played, but if I play it, if I like capture footage from it, I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty awesome, like I just keep it.
Yeah.
You know, that's maybe that's like what people should try to do. You know, like, oh, you're gonna get rid of a bunch of games in your collection. Like, play each one. Like, as you get rid of them, like, you know, put a couple hours in for fun before you throw it up on eBay.
Yeah.
And just to see, like, maybe it's like, maybe you're playing an all-timer and you had no idea.
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, a lot of what you're getting rid of though was stuff that was like.
Yeah.
You just saw it. You saw it up for sale and it looked cool in a trailer, and then you were probably just kind of like, actually, I bet it was probably not that great.
Yeah, and there's certain things that I have like multiple of that. I mean,
well, it's like the Switch version came out first, and then there was a PS5 version or something like that.
Right. So I mean, there's certain situations like that I just have something, and like even though I have no real intention of playing it, and it's like,
why?
I like that. What version am I gonna play? Like for instance, I have like several Vita games that I'm gonna get rid of, and a lot of those have gotten like ports or whatever to like either PS4 or there's other versions. Like for instance, I have the Vita version of Shovel Knight that I just got because I thought it would be cool to get when it was on sale, and apparently it sells for like a bunch of money now.
Really?
And it's like,
well, Vita collectors are crazy.
Yeah.
I don't mean crazy in a bad way. They're very passionate.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I already have Treasure Trove on there, like on the Switch. So I was like, I'm not gonna. There's no real reason. And if I keep, I'll keep the vanilla version of on the Wii U, which is like the first one I got, right? And I think that's the thing.
Yeah, I really should. I would like to get a complete like on disc version of Shovel Knight, because I don't think I have.
Oh, you don't have an version of...
I think all I've got is Wii U physical.
Oh, okay.
Well, and Wii U digital. I think I'm actually off the top of my head. I'm not, but I don't have anything that has like all the DLC and stuff on it. Like, I would like a version of that game that is not on Wii U, just because I worry about the Wii U's, you know, physical longevity.
Yeah. But I mean, there's certain things like, you know, like I got the La Mulana 1 and 2 on the Switch, and I have like La Mulana EX. I mean, I'll like research and see if there's like any real difference, but I have it in the pile for now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just don't
games
see
that you're just considering.
Yes, yeah. And if I change my mind after playing it, then that's okay. I'll do that. I mean, I see like someone was saying, oh, be sure to check on the censorship on the PS4 version before selling the Vita version. And I mean, I don't think I have anything that would be have anything that would be censored. I don't know.
I mean, I don't care ultra tremendously about that kind of stuff anyway.
But. Let's see, Cloud FF7 2000 is saying Vita collecting is a tall task. I'm happy with my crown jewel of that. Ys 8 is Ys 8 on the
Vita?
Like expensive?
I didn't even remember that being on the Vita. There's a lot of games that I just
it was like
was on the
started as a Vita game.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah. There's certain games where I like I might have multiple versions, but I'm gonna keep both versions.
Oh well, yeah, because it's a series you care about.
Well, sometimes, but other times, like it's because it has a version on cartridge that was later changed. For instance, I have River City Girls on the
oh yeah,
Switch, but I also got the PS5 version. But that PS4 version, if you don't patch it, has the original ending on it.
Right, which I prefer.
Yeah, same here. So that gives me a reason to hang on to that,
Right.
I'll figure it out. Like I got Raiden 5 on the Switch, like on clearance, but I also had it on the PS4. But I feel like the Switch version came out later on. Probably is more complete on the disc. A lot of stuff I'm getting rid of. There's like a lot of Xbox games. Like if I have an Xbox version of something, and I also have like a PS4 version, in most cases I'm keeping the PS4 version, just because I feel like it's probably more future proof. For one, I could play it on a PS4, and it'll probably benefit from unless it's like something crazy, like. We'll get like a more consistent frame rate on the PS5 and stuff like that. Like I just don't. There's certain games I just don't feel any real.
Yeah, well, I mean, we probably owned the last Xbox system with a disc drive.
Yes. Yeah. It's so sad that I'm getting rid of I'm not getting rid of a lot. But I mean,
and again, a lot of it is duplicates. So, but I'm not ready to do that because I still like to have different versions for what if I want to make a comparison someday or.
Right. Well, I mean, that's the reason a lot of times it's just like games I don't see myself.
Right. You were tempted in the moment, but then it's like. Come on, I am never going to play this. I'm not actually that.
Like, if I'm going to play a version, I'm not going to probably play that version.
Yeah. I get it. Also, I'm not going to dissuade you because I want to look at your pile. I want first dibs on your pile.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm going to go through and I'm going to capture stuff from them and see if there's, if I change my mind. And space is
a concern.
Finite. Yeah, eventually it will be. Yes. And I should. It's not like I'm getting rid of a lot. Oh, I'm saying as someone who used to love and adore Xbox, just shows how bad Microsoft screwed over its player base with Xbox One and far-reaching consequences of those actions.
I mean, I was actually, because, right now, it seems like, despite expectations, Xbox Series X and PS5 versions are roughly comparable. Whereas, Xbox One X versions almost always ended up being slightly better than PS4 Pro versions. Originally, although now the reverse can actually be true when you consider backwards compatibility, because the teraflop difference between PS4 Pro and PS5 is greater than the teraflop difference between Xbox One and Series X. So because they had like more, I guess, kind of like conservative settings on PS4 Pro because like they were targeting lower resolutions, you can actually get a greater frame rate boost on PS4 versions on PS5 with games like Sekiro. But but anyway, like I was buying, like Resident Evil 2 and 3. I bought the Xbox One versions because, they had slight advantages over the PS4 Pro versions on Xbox One X. So, but now, like, they're so comparable, and I also just trust the, I don't fully trust, for the record, but I somewhat more trust my future access and ability to use the PS5 versions of current games than Xbox. I mean, I still like to buy stuff for Xbox, but it is less.
Let me know if I made some adjustments to my mic. I might be louder now. I might be too loud to you now, Try. But
no, I didn't notice
it. I was like really low.
I honestly didn't even notice the difference.
Okay. Let me know if it sounds any better.
Oh, man, that's a hard jump. Do I just have to like do a really small jump?
I mean, all right. Well, I can't do anything about it. I thought maybe it would. Sounds okay. That's all that matters, right?
I mean, I can turn you up a bit more here, like in Discord. I mean, people were complaining about me being too quiet for a few weeks, and I adjusted that, so I'm louder now, but it doesn't look like I'm too loud. I mean, I'll just turn you up in Discord, see if that helps. See if that helps.
Okay, I guess we'll see it. We'll see if that helps.
Did
maybe
it help?
It does. I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows? Who could say? No one knows.
Brandon Smith says the game music's too loud, though.
No, almost no one ever says that.
Game volume is a little bit too high. Everyone's saying.
Especially for.
Okay, so now it's much better.
Okay, Coury's much better. Okay, well, I turned the game down, but I mean, I figured people would want to be hearing some Valis volume.
Valis.
I mean, I turned it up because at first the game seemed quieter than I expected. So, is the game volume okay now?
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out. Did you finish Final Fantasy yet?
I believe I'm saved in front of the final dungeon, if you want to call it a dungeon, or I don't even know if it's going to be like a level or if it's just kind of going to be a boss set piece. I don't know, but like it seems highly, also considering the percentage on that I last saw on the dashboard. But since I was going to Steve's yesterday, I didn't have time, of course. Oh man, that is so hard. Oh man, that's like this level is actually pretty easy up to that point. I feel like that's going to be a problem. But yeah, I'm probably not. I had been playing the game like after streams, but like I'm not going to start what I believe is like the end sequence after the stream tonight.
Right.
So. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you could actually get them with ranged attacks. All right.
I like it, but I find myself sometimes like I don't feel like super compelled by it.
I mean, I feel pretty compelled by it. It's certainly not as compelling as Tears of the Kingdom, but I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's not going to be like, a top series favorite necessarily, I don't think. but you know, it's good. It's a heck of a lot better than 15.
Yes. Yeah.
Not that that's hard to do. There was some stuff down there, but probably wouldn't.
But I don't know. Like maybe I just haven't gotten anywhere. It feels like something major happens, and then you spend all this time like doing like little like personal things for people. And it takes away a lot of its momentum sometimes.
The game definitely has.
It's not even like side quests. It's like actual like the main quest is going like, oh, you got to go talk to this person. And I know, like, I understand it's trying to set up like the Empire as being like real bad. I think. This is like so weird. So it's like this pillar just like spinning around in place.
I'm not sure if that's what's supposed to be.
Or are they just doing it because like it's
happening? Seems a little tough though.
Retro Morgan is saying you should like stock up on shields during this part.
Is shield the like the armor?
Maybe.
Because I think it. Oh, so man, and when you continue, your health bar maximum goes back to default. This level is not too hard up to a point though. But like the side quests are like, I actually, as far as I know, I believe I've done all the side quests in the game aside from the hunts. I didn't really seek out any of the hunts except like ones that were like part of another quest. Like the side quests for the most part were not very compelling, but they were relatively painless to do. So and like really easy to see like where they were and stuff. But I would say like minor quests in like Final Fantasy 14 are generally more compelling than the ones in 16. That's definitely, I think the quality of side content is definitely a weak point for the game. Like the first side quests you do are like deliver food to these tables.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not too good. But I feel like, you know, the main story content is generally very good, especially when it's like big story moments. Like I feel like the game does a better job of like really capitalizing on like big climactic story moments than a lot of Final Fantasy games have over the past 2 decades.
Yeah, I mean that's I heard something like some boss battles get really crazy, and it's like I haven't even like experienced anything crazy yet. I thought I had, but you know, a friend of mine said, like, oh, you haven't like really even seen anything yet.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, and they kind of mix it up. Like sometimes, you know, you think it's going to play out by like a formula kind of, based on like what you saw in previous fights, but then it actually, you know, kind of mixes it up a bit. So
yeah.
What are?
I don't know. Like, I was not expecting. I think I said Diaz. Like, hopefully, nobody cares that I say it. Like, there is like an unexpected time skip.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I was like, now I feel like that might happen throughout.
I did not expect the time skip.
Yeah.
I mean, we are definitely fans of time skips.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I thought it was actually kind of, I won't spoil what it was, but like, you know, you take on an alternate name.
Right.
Which is kind of surprising and cool, I think.
Yeah. But and it happens in a way that is cool, but at the same time, it's like, all right, well, now it's been 5 years since this like major moment that we didn't get like any kind of resolution to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
It seemed like a weird time to like say, all right, we're gonna skip 5 years when you don't really see how this major thing kind of plays out, and the only way you see how it plays out is just like through like talking to people who like talk to you like you don't know what just happened, even after 5 years.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of liked that because it was kind of an efficient way to like introduce some new characters. It's like, oh, I guess we have history with these people now.
Yeah,
you know.
No, I get that, but I feel like I don't know. I didn't mind it, but also at the same time, it's like, all right, well, this major thing happens, and then they skip 5 years, and then it's like, then you talk to all these people, and they're like talking to you like it just happened. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's really quite like that, but I hear your concerns.
You talk to the guy, and it's like, tell me about the last 5 years is like one of the things that like an optional like dialogue thing that can come up.
It's like, well, yeah, I guess now's as good a time to reflect as any.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that item that you just used, is that what Retro Morgan was saying I should
I don't know.
I should stock up? I mean, it looks like there's some items down here.
Master Safer says it was definitely unexpected and then nothing interesting happened for 5 years.
It's definitely interesting. Well, I mean, I guess, obviously they had to, there was a lot of work there was a lot of setup work that needed to be done. They had to do things to get back to where they were, right? But
yeah.
But then it's kind of weird because it's like kind of all of a sudden like, oh, now we're hurrying up and getting stuff done again.
Yeah. Mr. Bionk says, it bothered me that absolutely nothing happened between Clive and Jill for those 5 years when they clearly had something going on. They're seemingly together every second of those 5 years.
Well,
I mean, that's like, I immediately thought of that too. It's because like they are like it already like hinted like, oh, like something's going to happen. It's like, all right, so it didn't happen in that time. It feels, I don't know. Not like it's cool. It's cool too. Like I'm not like I am enjoying the game. I just had a moment earlier today where it's like I closed my eyes and I fell asleep for a little bit. And I always feel like it's always a challenge where if I'm closing my eyes and I'm falling asleep, even if I'm just like tired, like it's showing me like I don't feel as compelled to play it.
Mm-hmm. I haven't felt that way playing Final Fantasy 16 necessarily, but like it's normal to get tired while playing a game at some point, but like, man, like I never felt that way playing Tears of the Kingdom. Like I never felt like, oh, yeah, I guess I could go to bed now, like.
Oh, really? See, I mean,
like Tears of the Kingdom, I was just like ceaselessly compelled. Even if even like if you could kind of figure out its tricks and tropes over time, like, all right, that wasn't too bad.
Well, Joshua Helmicky says, I feel that rather there's no badoink-a-doink between Jill and Clive. I want my $70 back. So you're saying like I guess it doesn't happen at all in the game?
I mean, we're possibly getting into spoiler territory.
Yeah, I mean, like I can't believe that it doesn't happen.
I mean,
I'm not very far in it.
I mean, I will neither confirm nor deny Joshua Helmicky's statement.
Okay. I mean,
that's good.
I actually, but when you're first, when you're on on the little ferry, like the the boatman is like, all right, you two lovebirds, and I wasn't really sure if he was like making a joke or not, because I actually kind of didn't necessarily expect that, because like if you read like the lore thing, like at the beginning, you know, they say that they were like almost raised as siblings.
Yeah.
So like I actually kind of didn't expect anything. I don't.
But I mean, they have like a moment where they like look at each other.
Oh sure. I mean, yes, they are clearly a thing. I'm just saying, I didn't necessarily expect them to be.
Well,
but what do I know? I don't really think about that kind of stuff in video games too much.
I mean, I'm like, maybe it's gonna hit a point where I'm like, oh, I'm all in.
Oh crap. Huh, the boss meter in this level is kind of small, or maybe that's just a general enemy meter I've actually not noticed. Huh, that's weird though, because the boss meter actually.
Why is nobody talking about the dog? I mean, the dog's pretty.
Oh, Torgal's great.
Yeah. We lightly touched upon the gem thing. As far as I know, we will be covering one version of it. I don't know.
Yeah,
which one.
I mean, the main one I would be interested in would be PS2, because you know that's what we.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
I mean, we've you know. Been
I'm really excited. I mean, how many people in the chat pre-ordered their Memcard Pro 2?
I did.
Yeah, did you get the black one or the smoke one?
You know, I almost got the black one, but I was like, it actually looks pretty bland.
Yeah.
And then I looked at because I couldn't actually remember which PS2 one or PS1 one I had bought, and that one was
Right, the smoke.
Well, it was clear white.
Oh.
And same with the GameCube. So I thought, well, I'll get the clear black, and that'll make it easier for me to tell the difference. Because I guess the new one can be used as a PS1 memory card, but I'm probably not going to.
Well, PS2 one also works as PS1 memory card.
Well, that's what I mean. The PS2 one will work as a PS1 memory card.
Right.
But I don't, since I've already got the PS1 one, I don't see myself using it for PS1.
Right. Well, I mean, it's just like for PS1 games on a PS2, it'll be nice.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm excited about it. Like that's the stuff that gets me gets me really going. I love that kind of stuff. So do you upgrade your armor?
Well, you just get that armor item, and I think it's just like a certain number of free hits.
Okay.
As far as I can tell. So if you pick up that armor pickup, then that's good.
It's just funny that the more you upgrade her armor, the less armor she's wearing.
Well, I mean, what she's wearing, I wouldn't quite say is armor. It's very cloth.
Yeah, but I mean,
there are metal bits on what she wears when you use the armor.
Yeah. It's just funny to think about. I just feel like if she got hit in the non-armored area with like at least clothes on, it would probably do less damage.
Sure. But it's like the Valis armor though.
Yeah. Of course, I mean, Like the whole point of the Valis armor is just supposed to be like a metal bra, right?
I guess.
Does it work as multiple cards when you flick between PS1 Memory Card Pro? I think it just
Probably doesn't even.
PS1 game. It'll just play those. It'll like load up like an MCD file, like as if it was a PS1 memory card in there, and you probably have 8 memory cards per game that way too. But what I think is really cool is that, you know, between that coming out and is going to have support for, you know, OPL is going to have support for it, and Game ID is being added into that. Like, it's just cool because it seems like there hasn't been like a lot of support for OPL in a while, and now between like the expat version and this, it just seems things are really kind of ramping up on the PS2 again.
What's the upgrade with exFAT? Like, I assume that gains you some sort of file size, works around some sort of file size limitation.
Previously, it had to be like a specific PS2 format.
Oh.
And that meant that you couldn't just drop file. You couldn't plug it into your computer and just drop files onto it.
Oh, okay.
And now you can plug a hard drive into your computer and just drop and format it as exFAT and drop ISO files on there.
Is the
Before you had to use like WinHip, or you had to do it like over the network to do it.
Well,
like
over the network also easier now?
It might be. I don't know. I haven't done that. It's just the over the network stuff was always so spotty for me. Sometimes it would work, and whenever it worked, I just like copied as much as I could over to it.
Mm-hmm.
But other times it's like been really obnoxious. So I don't know. Like it's just more convenient overall, I think. But it feels like there's like things are kind of ramping up in a big way on the PS2.
Yeah.
Again.
Which is exciting. It's one of my favorite systems to play.
How do you update OPL? Well, you just gotta download the new version and put it on your, I guess, like mine is on like a flash drive that's plugged into the USB. Or, you know, some people store that version on their memory card. Yeah, it also removes that 2 terabyte limit if your drive is formatted properly. I briefly talk about OPL in the episode on memory card backup. But I don't know, like there's like a lot of other things you can do with it. And like there's like the virtual memory cards and stuff, and I tried to mess around with those, but a lot of times it would like I couldn't get to work right sometimes. I don't know. Like I'm glad that it seems like development is really kind of ramping back up and they're doing some neat things with it again. But I'm sure with like the MemCard Pro, it'll have like the ability to, I bet it will have like you can boot OPL like directly from the MemCard Pro, and then maybe it will like boot into that and then immediately switch. So it could just, I don't know, they just like will run better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And that and the PS2 digital, or the PS2 version of the gem, of the gem.
Does it also make you think of Genesis Jim's music?
Yes. Yeah, I was thinking of that. But I'm excited about that. I mean, I'm sad that it's so far. It's not till December, but I mean that's really only 5 months. I mean we're more than halfway through the year already. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm on Act 5. Can you look up how many acts there are? I mean, we've still got plenty of time, but I'm just curious. This level is a good bit harder.
Oh, there's 6.
Oh, really? So I'm on the second to last level.
Yeah.
That's not
I'm gonna run to the
bad.
bathroom really quick. I will be right back.
Okay. Doing a bit better this time. I think I didn't really have any hits left when I got the armor last time. Well, I have a really bad habit of getting hurt by these hidden spikes, even though it's pretty obvious where they are. Richard Morgan always seems to have a habit of having experience in retro games that I wouldn't expect the average person to have a lot of helpful hints on. You're always good with that. Like the very specific tips you had for Final Fight CD. Like, who knows that much about Final Fight CD specifically? Especially because the fact that difficulty levels do nothing. They really don't. I do not like these sword guys at all. The shield guys are definitely less bad. They take a lot more hits than the shield guys. Sometimes those ice things just happen where there isn't one of those like totem pole enemies. Oh, dang it. Well. Oh well. I meant to. That's the downside of not being able to put items back in your inventory. Oh crap. Oh crap. Ugh. 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 A terrible mistake. Ugh. Ugh.
What?
Ugh.
What?
This part is bad.
That's
Oh,
bad.
oh, wait. An enemy got screen scrolled. Oh, dang it. Ugh.
So I talk about this a little bit in the Rouse podcast, but I think I'm gonna get LASIK.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was not something I intended on doing, but I went to the eye doctor on, I think it was Wednesday, and I had gotten something from my eye insurance saying, you know, you can get $1,100 off of LASIK. And I told my eye doctor when I was in there, like, maybe gonna get new glasses. I was like, oh, I was thinking about doing that. And they said, well, you know, we work with the doctor here to like get that done.
Mhm.
So we could like start that process.
Yeah. I
if
mean,
you
you have
wanted.
to be a good candidate for it, like your eye, your particular
Right. Well, that's
type
what they
of-
did is they did all those tests and stuff to see if my eye would be is good. If my eyes are good for it.
I mean, you know, I hear people sometimes need a little touch up on the LASIK process, like years down the line. which
Well, I
would
mean, it'll happen.
kind of make me paranoid. I could never do it. I could just never do it. I feel like glasses are too much part of my identity at this point, anyway.
I mean, I might need like, you know, like like everybody needs to like I mean, like their eyesight might like get like bad like in like 20 years or something like that, and that's fine. And I might have to wear like reading glasses, but you know what? Almost 45. I feel like wearing reading glasses is like it's part of being 45.
It sounds like most people have very good success with it, but I would just be way too afraid.
Like it's so easy now too. It takes like 5 minutes per eye or something like that.
Don't you have to be awake when they do it though?
Yeah, but you don't see anything. It's just like you see maybe like some flashes or something like that.
I could never.
It just happens. I guess it happens real quick.
I could not. I mean, I'm sure they give you some sort of anti-anxiety medication, but there's just no way I can do that awake.
I mean,
I can't even handle the puff of smoke in my eye, like puff of smoke, like the puff of air. I can't. It is a tremendous amount of work for like them to give me eye drops at the eye doctor. Like I just like my natural like reflex to protect my eyes is just too strong. Well,
Dimension says you don't feel anything, you just smell a bit of burning.
That sounds. I don't know whether that's a joke or true, or a joke that is true, but that is not reassuring.
Well, the doctor that's gonna do mine has done like over 150,000 eyeballs apparently.
Oh, I'm not saying you should be. I'm not saying you should be worried. I mean, it sounds like it sounds like a very successful process. I'm not saying you should be worried. I'm just saying. I know I could not handle it. I'm not really that interested anyway.
The thought of like being able to wake up and not have to even think about it anymore. Like so now, like I wouldn't have to worry about my hair or like, glasses. I can wear sunglasses without even being a thing. I mean, like I find that very appealing. Zane's dad said, I could see the laser hitting my eye. It was pretty cool. Looked like that effect when you throw a rock into a still pond.
Oh crap! This is very bad.
I was hoping it was kind of be like going inside of like the monolith in 2001: Space Odyssey. Like that's specifically what it's like. But yeah, I'm excited about it. Hopefully, I mean, it's gonna hopefully get done in a time like relatively soonish. Dimensium said I had an adjustment period where I would reach to push up my glasses that weren't there. That's the deal with not reaching for them in the morning. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like these glasses, like have no anti-slip like nose pads on them, so it's just like the plastic. And if I'm like outside and I'm sweating a bit, like they go down, and it's like annoys me endlessly. But I just think like in the long run, like if it's like $1,500 per eye, like after that $1,100 off, like in the long run you're gonna save like a bunch of money.
Sure.
So I don't know, like I'm excited about getting it done.
It's funny to think though, because like
I used to not wear glasses.
You used to not wear glasses in episodes, and then you just like stopped caring about contacts after a while.
Well, it became just more of a pain in the butt to.
These sword guys are so annoying.
And I still have like a lot of contacts left, and I've been wearing contacts more recently just because of, like if I want to wear sunglasses, like, so we're like members at this like public pool thing, and like I don't like going swimming with my glasses.
Oh, well, I mean, how could you?
You just wear them in the pool.
Yeah, but then you couldn't see anything because they'd be all splashed up.
I mean,
I wouldn't attempt to wear glasses swimming. Not that I go swimming.
Like once you get water on them, it's just like it's similar to having like Rain X on your windshield, which just like makes it like beat up, and it's like I feel like it's fine. Like after they initially get wet.
I can't tolerate any like distortion or any obvious smudge or drops or anything on my glasses. I can't tolerate it.
Well, I mean, I hadn't gotten new glasses since 2020, and the thing is, like the anti-glare stuff on them has started coming off.
Oh.
And it like kind of makes everything a little cloudy. Man, I sat down to watch, or I didn't sit down to watch it. I climbed in bed the other night to watch Cocaine Bear on Peacock, and I only made it like 5 minutes into it before I fell asleep. And I woke up much later and was watching, and it had switched to like a documentary about the real Cocaine Bear.
Oh.
Because it really happened, but like not to the point where it does in the movie. I think.
I don't think I knew it was based on a true story.
I mean, obviously it's embellished a little bit.
Based on the trailer I saw, I am sure it has.
Oh, it's based on an urban legend. Okay, so but the I just remember glimpses of this thing of like talking about the real quote unquote Cocaine Bear, and then I fell back asleep and I woke up and the TV was off.
I think I saw Richard Morgan saying something about jumping over some of the sword guys. And that does seem, even if you get hit running by them, if you successfully get past them, like overall, you're probably taking less hits.
Yeah, just run through the level. Yeah.
You have to be careful. A few points around.
Bubba D. Matt said, I think my life is finally done flashing before me. Last night I did a comedy show, talked about my day job, and looked over and saw the HR supervisor in the audience. Whoops. But I mean...
that makes comedy in and of itself, I guess.
Yeah. And hopefully they were thinking like, yeah, I mean, I know, you know.
So is this thing the boss or is the
with $2
Fireball the boss?
Says Sharknado. That is all. They made like 17 of those movies, didn't they? Of the Sharknados.
Oh.
Over like 5 of them or something.
Okay.
Something ridiculous. You gotta use the regular shot.
Yeah, I can tell that's definitely going to be the easiest thing to do. It's interesting because, like, on the first screen, the boss health bar is smaller, and then later in the level it grows. I wonder if that, like, means anything. It's weird.
Oh, it's weird you gotta hit that.
Yeah, like, it's... This thing is just guarding it, it seems.
Yeah. I saw someone earlier asking if either of us had seen any of the movies this weekend, like the big, either between Barbie or Oppenheimer or both.
Nope.
No, I do plan on seeing Barbie though with my family this week. I've heard that it's very, very good. I don't know, but Oppenheimer is just not the kind of movie that, like, I feel particularly compelled to go to the movie theater to see. Yeah. Although, like, if I had an opportunity to see like the 70mm version of it, I probably would. But I don't think you can see that.
Yeah, aren't Christopher Nolan's movies always shot on film?
Yeah, or like the, you know, like on those whatchamacallits, the
IMAX.
Yeah, the IMAX.
But I mean, like, I think he uses like actual film.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, it looks really good.
I'm sure it's good, but it's like it's not like I want to go to the movies and see that.
Yeah, I get that. But I also get why people like specifically want to go to the movies and see that.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like it's not. I think the last of his movies I saw in the theater was probably Interstellar, which was great seeing in the theater. I think, except for but his like audio mixes are always like
really hard to understand.
Yeah,
and like I lately I've felt like I have a harder time understanding dialogue. I had a really hard time with Indiana Jones in the theater. Like I feel like I feel like a lot of times I just have a harder time understanding dialogue in theater than at home. Like a while back, I actually like increased the volume of my center channel speaker a good bit, just make it easier to understand dialogue in movies and games.
Yeah, I mean, I find myself just like putting subtitles on in general for almost everything that I watch.
I usually only do that if it's, not in English.
But yeah, I mean, this is the last level, right?
Supposedly, this is Act 6. It doesn't look like anything that I remember from... I mean, some of the other levels, like, at least, like, they were completely different levels, but, like, the basic design was like, oh, yeah, I remember a level that kind of had this art style in the PC Engine game, but I don't remember anything like this. I don't remember any of the specific bosses being in the PC Engine version either, but I could be misremembering.
Retro Morgan says, final level, but it's long and there's a boss rush.
Oh, what? Oh, no. I hope there's lots of items. Well, we'll see if this ends up being half or more of the stream.
And you haven't even found the annoying part of this level yet.
Oh, great. I mean, it's starting off a little annoying, I can confirm.
Yeah.
Oops. Well. It's the next screen. Go low, get items. Or go low, use items? I don't know.
That's the level of trippy. It's probably what Cocaine Bear.
Maybe.
I feel like when she dies, it looks like it's just her slide animation.
Yeah, but she hasn't. You don't have a slide in this, unless I somehow haven't discovered it.
That's really
like
weird.
that's a Valis staple, you know.
Yeah. Why would they do that?
I don't know,
dude. We don't need that in Super.
It's like her slide is always so weird and distinct because you can like slide over gaps. Well, I shouldn't say her because it's a different character than the usual Yoko. I don't know.
Not Yoko.
It's not Yoko. I don't know what this character's name is.
Why would they change?
Well, because Yoko is like some... I think she's become like a goddess or something at this point. Because you meet her, and like after a certain point in the PC Engine version, like you change from these clothes to like always wearing the Valis armor. And I think you might have like a new special move or something. Whew. It seems going high there just skips you over items. You don't get items there. Is that the part that you were talking about, Retro Morgan, or like that, or like a totally separate screen? I can't figure out how I'm supposed to get those items. I would love to get those. Any hot tips on that?
Hot tips.
The way these clones jump out of the bubbles is like makes them very problematic to hit. I saw you mentioned there's a code to play as Yoko, I guess. So I wonder if maybe Yoko has different. Maybe Yoko can jump higher. Maybe Yoko can slide slide across gaps.
Yoko.
Oh, I can hit that. I guess
what
I
else
should.
happened this week besides potentially getting LASIK? I don't know. I feel like this last week didn't happen. I went kayaking today. Again. I've gone twice.
Yeah, it seems like y'all are really into that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just want to go without kids next time.
Is it a little annoying going with
fun.
kids?
I mean, I just think it'd be more fun.
What about Nellie, though? Is Nellie allowed to come?
She didn't go today, no. The old bean.
Yeah.
That old bean.
Cheerio, old bean.
Oh, so did they reveal the new Tango project? Like, is it definitely going to be Shadow the Ninja? Like, Try and I were talking about that earlier.
You said it was teased, and it looked like.
Yeah, I didn't know if they like said specifically. Have they shown what it looks like yet?
Because I'm really curious because like they've never done an NES upgrade.
Yeah.
So I don't. don't know what their style is going to look like for that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see like what they do, and I wonder if they're gonna like SNES, Super NES eyes it, as I said.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that would work.
I mean, I really like Shadow of the Ninja, but like I definitely feel like it's a game that could, benefit from some more refined design.
Yeah.
So I'm curious
You
to
have
see
it?
what they do. Oh yeah. I mean, I've beaten it, and I remember it was good, but like I don't think it was quite as good as like Ninja Gaiden necessarily, but it's good.
Yeah. But I'm excited about that. Am I
Me
getting
too.
addicted to nature? Not really, but I mean, I don't know. You hear about how like this July was the hottest month in recorded history, like worldwide. Did you hear that or no?
I heard it was really hot, but I don't think I heard that specifically.
Yeah, it's like it was the hottest month in recorded history.
Retro Morgan, am I supposed to also go low on this screen? This screen seems a lot less obnoxious. Oh, I see there are items above though.
I mean, I've been known to camp, but I mean, I think that it's just a lot of times it's mostly my wife is like takes the initiative to do it, to get us set up for it.
Going up seems a little difficult here. Whoa! Oh no! Wait, why did that cause all of the fireballs to explode?
That's good.
No, it's not.
There's $5 from Master Safe
I'm going to just try rushing.
saying, "Is that Gigas in the background, or are you just happy to see me?" I don't know if that's.
I guess the background kind of looks like Gigas a little bit.
Oh. Could kill a ball.
It's
It
not
blows up in
perfectly effective, but it seems like it could be worth trying to.
You old ball killer.
It,
Kill those balls.
well, it seems like it might be worth just trying to dash. Within reason. It seems like once you get hit, though, then if you get hit, then a bunch of them, the ones that are chasing you, will get you. But if you successfully get through, just jumping over them before,
It's gonna get you.
it's going to get you.
It's gonna get you good.
I don't know. I'll try that again though. I think there could be wisdom to running. Oh, points for health. Yeah, but when you extend your health, you don't recover health. So unless you come across unless you also run across well, can you look up a fact and see if it explains how to get those items up there? Because I really want to know if it's possible.
Yeah. Good thing I had it open here, because I was gonna look before. Let's see here.
Just like the trajectory of their jumps just sometimes makes it a little difficult.
The reddish moon, huh? There's like no cutscenes in this, then, is there?
Yeah, I mean that's one of the biggest reasons that I think this version is kind of poo-pooed.
Yeah. Let's see what it says here. It says, Welcome to Annoyance 101. Seriously, this is the most frustrating part of this game. First off, you've got these orange ball-like things that come at you from all over. On top of that, there are statue enemies that love to push you away from them with some sort of invisible aura or something. If you're low on health, I suggest you not attack the red moon meteors, seeing as when you hit them, they explode, causing damage. Start off by activating your Valis armor and start heading right, dodging and eluding as many of the red meteors as you can.
Well, I mean, I know this much. So is it not explaining how?
You're going to want to take the statue things out with the bomber shot if you have it. And jump on the higher platforms in front of you, ousting the statues with the bomber shot. Continue.
But they don't tell you how to get the items at the very beginning.
At the very beginning. On top of the first thing you'll notice the stage are floating orange spheres. When these things get close to you, they'll explode, reveal a clone of Lena just for your enjoyment. Well, not really for your enjoyment, actually. Anyway, try and kill the Beyond Lenas as soon as they appear, pop out of the sphere-like things. Can you write? It says fall down into one of the gaps and head all the way to the left, grabbing a Valis armor, searcher shot, and bomber shot. If you haven't committed suicide yet to the constant swarm of Beyond Lenas in this area, then keep heading to the left.
Why did those push you?
It doesn't
so
tell you.
Weird. Like, it's completely different from what they do in...
There was $4.99 from Robert Hernandez.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna see if this will work.
Ugh.
Okay. Because I feel like this might be a good way to do it. Let me know. I don't know if it's gonna sound any different, but we're gonna find out.
I'll be happy with just the armor for now.
Aloha from Maui.
That
Came to spread the spirit of aloha before we head out to dinner. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Enjoy the stream.
did you try to do a voice effect?
Yeah, did it not do it?
Did nothing.
Shoot. Well, oh well.
Well, aloha to you. I don't know which island of Hawaii that is. You know, it wasn't that long ago that I was surprised to learn that the biggest islands in both Hawaii and New Zealand are actually like some of the less populated islands. Like in New Zealand.
Is it doing it now?
No.
My voice is still not doing it?
Yeah. Oh, wait, what?
Well, I'll have to look into that. I thought for sure that it would work, but it doesn't.
Well,
I bet I know why. But I don't know. Anyways, what else? What else? You're on the boss rush.
hopefully. I hope this
Have you
is
fought
it.
this guy before?
No, I mean, actually, it's only 2 screens. It's not. The level itself isn't as long as Retro Morgan made me fear it might be.
I see.
Unless he just means it's really long because there's also bosses.
Throughout.
This doesn't seem to be a boss rush in the sense, though, that like it's previous bosses, because I don't think this is. I mean, I don't think this was a previous boss. His pattern is new, regardless.
Yeah.
And this guy is luckily not that hard. I mean, takes a while to kill him, but he's not too hard.
This guy is easy. That's what I'm hearing. This guy
This guy are easy.
Yeah, this guy are easy. You will fight this guy again. He will be easier, or he'll be faster.
Oh, okay.
Dude, he's got a face on his chest and stomach.
He does.
When he talks, which one do you think talks?
That's a excellent question because this version doesn't have cutscenes. We will never know.
Yeah. What if he just has his face on his abdomen
For no reason.
and it never does anything?
It's just there.
It's just there.
He doesn't have to like feed it or anything.
No, it's just a face. It's just an expressionless face.
You defeat 3rd General. Wait, Act 7? Wait, so is that a checkpoint?
Hopefully.
Okay, now this does seem... Some of the visuals here do seem familiar to
It's
the
not
PC
over
Engine
yet.
version.
There is a checkpoint.
Oh, that's
Gallagher.
That's wonderful.
It's like the comedian Gallagher. It's like, what if it's like he comes at you and he starts hitting like watermelons with a sledgehammer? Like they just decided, like after like spending a bunch of time developing this game, they're like, let's just make the last boss the comedian Gallagher.
Wow. The joke would be totally lost on me. I have no idea who that is.
Well, I guarantee you've seen Gallagher. Like you've seen him at least someplace, referenced in someplace. Go up. Oh, it's too late.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, it's go. It looks like you want to go up and then get the down items. I'm assuming I'm not actually going to be able to see the boss meters of these bosses. Hopefully there are items between bosses.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh, so they have no health bar.
No visible health. I'm sure it's only for the last guy. I'm sure.
I see. You can kill this guy with that hit. Yeah, Gallagher did pass away this year.
Unfortunately, I don't think there was health or armor here.
No more health bars until the final boss.
Oh no.
Look at those pulsating masses back there.
Indeed.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like totally Battle Cat from He-Man.
This was the level 3 boss, so are they not going to have all the bosses?
They're not even scrolling this background. How can he even attack you if he's not
Yeah.
not on a spinning platform? It just makes it seem like you didn't even need to make it spin.
Well, this is a lot harder because I can't duck under his attack.
Oh, he has like different attacks.
Well, no, it's because the platform isn't flat. I'm pretty sure the platform in the regular version was flat.
Oh. You started the boss, or you only get one life, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how it always is.
One life to live. You can glitch the first boss by staying on the left.
Glitch it?
Glitch that boss.
Like cheese it, or
I don't know. Make it cheesy breezy.
Like, what do you mean by glitching? I don't want to do anything that could. By glitch, I don't want to do anything that
Like might break the game.
might break the game. Yeah.
Or make you feel like you've cheated yourself to a win.
Well, no, I mean break the game as in like crash the game or getting into an unwinnable state where I can't progress to the next screen.
He doesn't hit you apparently.
If you like just don't move, is that what you mean? Because it seems like he can hit me if I go to the far left. Wow. I was too distracted to do any good. Dead spot? What do you mean? I
can't move.
I just don't move. So should I use a should I use an item to attack him, or
maybe just
use the default?
Maybe he just glitches, like he doesn't do any damage to you when he hits you.
Maybe.
Or he doesn't. If you don't move, he doesn't do anything to you. He just like phases right through you.
I mean, this game's lack of checkpoints. I mean, it seems like he's hitting me.
So you want me to grab some of the games I'm going to get rid of and we can talk about them?
Sure.
I'll go grab a.
This isn't going to go well. All the way on the left. I don't get it. So I do move. I need to move to the left and then use the L-shaped item. Okay, I'm pretty sure there was not an item I could get here by staying up top. Sadly, no.
Use the L-shaped item all the way on the left, trust me. Okay, so I grabbed the Xbox One games.
The what games?
I think I'm going to get rid of the Xbox One games that I have in my pile to probably get rid of. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these are things that I have duplicates I have in other systems. And I don't even know if I'll be if they'll even be worth anything, or if I'll just if they're not worth anything, maybe I'll just give them away.
Yeah.
I got Titanfall 2.
So I assume you have the PS4 version of that.
Yep. I have Abzu. I have the PS4 version of that. These are a lot of these were clearance at Target. So I mean, most of them were under $10.
I forget what
such as which I've never played, and this is something I'll get some footage of, is Agents of Mayhem, which I think was by the people who did Saints Row.
Oh, okay.
I have the PS4 version of this, so I got Doom. The Doom, whatever, 2016 is.
See, I like the idea of owning that on Xbox though, just because Microsoft owns them, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I have Doom Eternal on the Xbox. But I mean, here's something I got. For some reason, I have the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy. I wonder if this version is not 60 frames per second, right?
I honestly have no. I don't have any version of that game, by the way.
Oh yeah. I would be.
Although that seems like a weird system to have it on.
Yeah, I mean, I have Doom on PS4. I feel like, it's if I play that PS4 version on a PS5, we'll get I wonder if it'll be equal to what it would be playing this.
Okay.
I have this on PS4. That's Prey.
Oh, that will hurt me though. Oh, he hurt me that. How he hurt me that time? Oh, he's starting to hurt me now. So it's not perfect, but it does help a lot.
So, so are you talking about Doom being 4K 30, or no, not, or what is?
Doom is 60.
Or yeah,
Crash,
I know.
they're probably talking about.
It probably may
Bandicoot.
crash. Yeah, I don't know. Like a lot of the stuff, like I'll have to
Evaluate.
It's not like guaranteed that it's just like all stuff that I'm gonna get rid of. But like I got like Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I have both of those for PS4, and I got those like as complete editions also. I think I'm gonna get rid of this Hitman 2 because I want to get that World of
Assassination.
World of Assassination. And that was like another clearance. Let's see, we got Final Fantasy 15 for the Xbox, which was like, I think I got that for $3. Duke Nukem World Tour 3D, I have that on PS4 as well. It's 4K and 120 FPS. What is? Like, Doom? I mean, it all, like, you know, it's... You don't... so...
I mean, Final Fantasy 15 is probably technically better than the PS4 version, but... I mean... When would you ever actually play replay that?
Okay, so Josh, you're joking. Okay, I was gonna say like, you know, I don't really. If it's 4K 30 and it's like all via a patch anyways, you know, and I'd rather like it doesn't really matter in the long run. It will probably be remastered before I replay it again. Honestly, right?
Yeah.
I mean, probably. I got that Aladdin and Lion King collection on here. This is like another Target clearance.
Yeah.
This one I was kind of going back and forth on, but when I like decided, you know, Shenmue 3 is on PS4. I had like the Xbox. I also had this as another clearance. Shenmue 1 and 2 on the Xbox.
Oh, yeah, that's the version I have. It's weird because I've got Shenmue 1 and 2 on Xbox, but I've got Shenmue 3 on PS4, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably feels like an Xbox series.
Yeah.
I don't know why I have this. I certainly didn't. I got it at Goodwill probably. It's like Lego Marvel Superheroes. This is a lot. These are all clearance at Target, or not at Target, at Best Buy. Got like the Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2, and Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, and Mega Man Legacy Collection 1.
I might be interested in the Xbox version of that just because I have the X Legacy collection on Xbox, which I believe was, yeah, you got it for me from clearance at Target, I believe.
Yeah, it's probably the same time as I got this one.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And also Onimusha Warlords.
Oh yeah, I think you got that for me too. Which is, again, it's a weird system to have that for, but
yes. But I mean, there's nothing here that I feel like super compelled to hold on to.
Well, you need to take like a photo or make a list or something of like everything, because I wanna see. I want to go through your pile. Yeah, I mean, you haven't mentioned a lot of anything that I would be like super interested in taking off your hands myself.
I mean, I might make a thread for them in the Discord, but I mean, just like stuff like this is just like not gonna sell for much. And it's like this is all stuff I either have zero interest in really playing, or I have like other versions.
So if I get hit once, I'm assuming that the ability to not get hit goes away. At least it only seems like there's 3 returning bosses. I mean, that's more palatable than having to do every boss that there's been so far.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have Onimusha 1, 2, and 3. I don't think I have 4 though. Like, what is it? Was it Dawn of Dreams? Is that the 4th one? I don't think I have that one. But I have, I have the remaster of the first one on PS4. I just feel like they're more future-proof.
Well, and they're a PlayStation series.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like the PlayStation version does make sense. I agree.
Yeah, but I mean, even if it wasn't, I probably would have.
Sure.
Just because I feel like it's, it's more.
I get you.
I guess. At the very least, I can play it on PS5.
Yes.
No, I'm not getting rid of anything like older than. Like, I think I have a couple of like Xbox 360 games, but that's just like Connect stuff that I just got in like. I'll probably just take it to a place and probably get 50 cents for each one of those.
If you have any of the rare Connect games, I might need those. I might need those eventually.
I have Connect Adventures.
I honestly actually don't.
Connect Sports.
I don't know what they are, if I'm being honest.
Okay. See, I've gotten so much stuff like from Target clearance like over the years, and it doesn't seem like it happens very often anymore.
My Target.
Man, I got like that like stuff for like I was getting like stuff for $3 there for a while, like PS3 stuff. Like I got us both binary domain, right?
Yeah.
And it was $2.99.
Binary Domain's a great game. Have you ever played through that?
No.
Do you have the Xbox version? Because it's backwards compatible.
I have the
and it's really
I know it's backwards compatible.
You should put that on your list for next year. It honestly doesn't even matter what item I use on the next guy, because I think he's immune to all items. It's so weird that this guy starts out doing that laser attack and then he like never does it again.
Yeah, clearance stuff is definitely much harder to come by, especially like at Best Buy. I feel like Best Buy got rid of like so much stuff. Like it just doesn't, they don't have it there anymore. Yeah, I mean the days of crazy clearance finds is pretty much over. Although I did find that Star Ocean, the new Star Ocean for $14.99.
Yeah, that was an impressive find, and
it was the only one. Like,
yeah, I got that on a Prime Day deal, which was not as good as the deal that you got, but I mean, it seems not realistic to expect that I would just run across that deal again, you know?
Yeah, I got, what did I get from the Prime Day? I got, the only game I think I got was, I got Valkyrie Elysium. It was 24 or $25.
Oh, I picked the wrong item.
Did you get anything else like from?
I honestly, like, I think think I was like traveling on Prime Day, and I like honestly didn't even know it was Prime Day until like the end of the day. I might have gotten something else.
Oh, there you go. Now you got it.
Nah, it stops working after a while. Like it just seems like his hitbox doesn't go that far sometimes, but then sometimes he goes a little further over eventually. It doesn't seem to work like for the entire fight necessarily.
Facing left helps when he's on you.
I thought I couldn't move at all.
You can swing when he's on. You can swing when he's on you as well. But yeah, like I don't think that I'll feel particularly sad to get rid of these. I'm just keeping. It's not like I'm getting rid of actual games. Like I mean, one or two things here I don't have other versions, and that's kind of how it is with the other systems also. There's just no like I.
Wait, did I? Oh no! I just realized. I think I accidentally overwrote my heals with other items. Oops! This isn't going to go far.
Bless you.
Oh, so are you saying that you actually need to not just be on the left side, but face the left for him for him to not hurt you?
I think so.
That would definitely make a big difference.
Oh, what was the new game set today? I totally missed it.
Yeah, Sandy's downstairs. I guess I was too far away for her to care that much about my sneeze. Okay, yeah, if I'm like facing left or running left. You're right. That's nice. Can't get any hits in, but it's worth it. Oh, wait, no. It stopped working again. I don't know why. It just stops working after a while. I wasn't even paying attention to my health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, without any kind of save or anything like that, it just feels like, ugh.
What?
Making it all the way through this game to this point and be like, oh god, you're gonna have to leave the system on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I am either beating this or leaving the system on. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
I am not losing my progress.
Just imagine those pulsating masses back there, like pulsating
For
for days.
Yeah. It seems like once you've gotten hit once, like it just doesn't work anymore. I mean, he's not that hard. I mean, maybe I should just trying to fight him.
Get him. All right, until the system freezes.
Kind of worked there.
Are you selling off some games? I mean, I'm selling off mainly like stuff that I have duplicate versions of because I don't need multiple versions of certain games, like on different platforms. But has the collection bubble officially burst? I don't know. Did the collection bubble burst when I sold off a bunch of games in 2009, 2010? No powerful mail dupes. Sorry. I'm not getting rid of like any of like my older games.
Yeah, you're only getting rid of relatively recent stuff that you just like. You maybe kind of overdid it a little bit.
I'm gonna get rid of that. I have like that Columbus Circle version of Glay Lancer, and I ended up getting. It annoyed me because the PCB wasn't beveled, so I was like, I'm not gonna use this.
Yeah.
So I ended up, but I wanted to have it, like have it on cartridge, and I ended up getting the one that the Retrode released. Although, like, when is it even coming out? I don't even know. I don't know. You ever just think about like the number of orders you just like have out there in the ether?
There are a few. I didn't think if I was crashing there, I thought I wouldn't get hit.
I mean, it's like that is like a whole thing. It's like the amount of. It's $5 from Joshua Helmicke saying, Coury, don't get rid of your Xbox Doom game. It's the best version. It's 8K and 2,400 frames per second. It is 48 hertz refresh and 3D compatible. 3D.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Yes.
Good.
That is good.
I did bevel the file. I did a little bit, but I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody that's out there that's be interested in this. But it's true. I mean, there's just like so much stuff, like so many orders in the ether. Oh, Linda's beat that KOTOR game that I gave her. When did I? Because I have that. I got a second copy. I think I found it was like a Goodwill, right? It was a second one. Okay, Glaylancer was going to ship at the end of July. Speaking of end of July, I think those Humble Bazooka Saturn wireless controller adapters, the blue retro adapters, will be out at the end of July. Let's check the old Stone Age Gamer, see if they're available. The old Stone Age Gamer. They're out of stock, but I don't think they have gone up yet. I got the Switch version that has the Valis games on it, but the cartridge ones that came out a few weeks ago, like it wasn't. I mean, like a year ago, really is when it came out. You said you got yours a couple weeks ago.
Well,
it has like that,
months
like
ago.
like
Well, there's another. There's a separate collection.
Like SD.
Isn't
like
this on the second collection? I think this version's on the second collection, but I could be mistaken.
So is the
Sid of
Sid or
Valis?
side.
Yeah, I think that's why I got it, because I don't have that
Valis
version,
is
even
not
though
that
it's
well.
considered bad.
Almost 2 years for Strictly Limited ship my copy of Zombie Nation. Like the PS.
Isn't that an NES game?
No. I didn't realize that they had like a physical. I thought that was like a Sony. I thought that was like a Sony game. I mean, really, the wait times are like out of control with like just about anything at this point, and it's okay. Like as long as you go into it without like really saying like I need this right now. And then you know what? When they show up, it's like
it's a great
it's like,
surprise.
ooh, this is awesome. Like I'm so happy that I finally got this, and then you still like don't.
You still don't play it.
Right?
That's so true.
I mean, oh, did I order that? Yeah, I mean, at that point, you've waited so long for it that you've either lost interest in playing it immediately, or you found some other way to play it.
That's good.
Oh man, it's a choice of. I don't think I'm gonna have a chance to go back and get these unless there's a way to. Is it possible? Like, see, Yoko could get these. She could slide across. Oh, wow. I guess I'm just getting that. Yeah, I don't.
Oh yeah. That's $2 from Shadow Mass saying, "Grats on shipping. Plumbers don't wear ties with limited run games." I mean, we don't do. I mean, it's not like we're.
Well,
like,
we might have a little bit to do with it, but
yeah.
it's not shipped yet.
Yeah.
Oh, there is another armor.
I mean, I don't even know like what you can say about it.
Well, that
Really?
trailer was out there.
Yes.
People can see that there are interviews in that trailer in a recognizable style.
Yeah.
I will not die until I restore love and peace in the world.
That's. So is that a checkpoint, I wonder?
I doubt it. The thing that stinks is I'm not going to know. Like, I've got like one hit left. Well, I guess I'll know because your armor does turn red just before it goes out, but I'll have to be paying really close attention. Well, his health is not going down yet. Uh-oh.
He's just hanging out back there.
Whoa! What? When I used armor when I already had armor, it did, instead of replenishing my armor, it did like a big attack of some kind.
Oh.
But it's probably, I'm guessing it's likely not actually worth it.
Yeah. You know, it's hilarious. Alex Gavin with $2 says, "Never got my demon throttle. Physical is overrated." I just realized, like, I haven't got my demon throttle yet either.
I got demon throttle. I streamed it, remember?
I know, because I ordered it with that, what was that? Like there's that one game. It went out for pre-order that same day. And it still hasn't shipped. It was Broforce. That's it. I'm still waiting. I mean, when is that supposed to come out?
Wait, so Retrode, you're saying?
Holy cow! So I just realized, I think I pre-ordered Broforce and Demon Throttle 3 years ago.
Was Demon Throttle really that long ago?
I think because it was on 4th of July, but I feel like it was 4th of July 2020.
So wait, Retrode, are you saying that 4 of those armor attacks, which I'm not even sure if there are 4 armors available, are you saying 4 of that armor attack will kill that guy even though his health bar wasn't going down yet? So you're saying I need to save my armor and not use it sooner? That's a scary thought.
It's not strictly limited. It was special reserve. It was special reserve games. I think it's because they added something to Broforce and they've just had to delay it.
Stock from stage 5. Oh well, I mean you're a madman. I don't see myself being able to do that.
I need to see. I'm gonna sign in.
Yeah,
here.
put work in when his health bar moves 4 to 5 specials. Woohoo! That sounds daunting. I mean, he didn't seem that hard.
Okay. Oh, so 2 years.
I don't know if his attacks will
July 5th,
if he has more attacks.
2021. So 2 years. Still says awaiting fulfillment. So 2021, I ordered Demon Throttle and Broforce. Broforce has something special being added to it. At this point, is it worth it?
Oh, I think he's going. Oh no, he didn't. Actually, this is the first time that it's totally worked. Maybe it only works if you don't have armor. Maybe that's the trick. Don't be wearing armor.
Maybe
because I had always used the armor. Maybe you were right. You're better off without it. You're better protected without the armor. Man, it really stinks that when you get the health bar extension, it doesn't bring your health up with it.
Yeah. Why even have it at that point?
Retrode, do you recommend a particular item for the second enemy? Because the upward shot seems pretty good, but
one print game.
Only during the part where he's moving about.
Because I feel like I got some stuff on there too. At one print games,
oh, that one, the Seeker Chaser thing. Yeah.
No, I think it was
sense.
Crimson Clover or something like that, which I specifically only got because of the name. One print games. Go to my orders here. Yeah, I mean that's the reason I got it. So that was August 18th, 2021. No, that's not it then. It wasn't them. Because I already got that. which was like Paradise Killer, which is what I wanted. So who had? There's like so many of them. Then like who had the Crimson Clover physical? Oh yeah, I mean I kickstarted Bushiden, a futuristic ninja action platformer. I was a backer for that. It's always really fun and interesting to go back through like your old Kickstarters to see like what never came out.
Is that fun?
I mean, you know what I mean. You know, it's not fun, but it's what was the one that I backed that I had forgotten even was a thing. And this was like a long time ago. Hang on, let's bring it up here.
I don't think there's really that much of a reason to get any of these items, honestly. Especially... because this guy...
View all. It was like specifically one game that I was a backer of. Oh, Soul Saga, a JRPG inspired by PlayStation classics. Estimated delivery July 2014.
2014.
Soul Saga.
Did it have like a pre-rendered background aesthetic or something?
Yeah, they even released a demo, I think. I'm gonna paste that in here. I mean, it looked like it was gonna be kind of cool. It went out to early.
I mean, what's the most recent update? Did they just disappear, or are they just like we can't finish it?
Yeah, it's looked like the final update outside of like the early access was from October 19th, 2018, called Future Updates.
Oh, wrong side, dang it.
Some game called Raise the Dead. That was canceled because I thought they got picked up by a publisher, but I don't think it ever came out. Raise, like the name Ray. Raise the Dead.
Ray like apostrophe S.
Yes. That was canceled. Night Trap revamped.
Oh. Was that the Screaming Villains version that ultimately came out? This was before that.
They never. This is like they were gonna do it internally.
Oh, like Visual Pictures and whoever owns it.
Yeah. It was unsuccessful, right? And one of the second to last update was entitled "How Bad of a Job Have We Done?" Because a number of you have very understandably questioned our ability to generate interest in this project.
How bad have we done?
How bad of a job have we done?
Oh man, passing up that health.
And it ends with It has all the stuff like why they think that it didn't go well, and then the last line of the post is, "We're not sure what all this means, but we wanted to share it with you."
I know this is not going to work out in my favor, but I'm going to go ahead and start off using the armor. Because I'm just going to die if I don't.
The second possible reason is there just isn't enough Night Trap aficionados in the world who are still interested in the game. Of the 850,000 or so who bought it from 92 to 95, it's conceivable that very few of them actually want an HD version.
It's conceivable.
It's conceivable. Let's see what else we got here.
Okay, yeah, that just bounces off. Okay, so it seems like his
That's good.
his health didn't go down with like 3 of those. So I don't know if he's not vulnerable to that attack before a certain point, but
there's $2 from Alex Gavin. Thank you. Saying you hear about the Ubisoft deleting games. A scam?
I did.
So I heard something vaguely about this earlier, about how they have like their account thing where you can like, buy the games or something, buy games from them. And apparently if you don't log in within 30 days or something like that and like check this box, they're like going to delete people's accounts.
Yeah.
Like it feels like it would just take so much effort to do that.
Yes, I
like
agree.
It's taking more effort to like actively do that than it would be just like leave it alone.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
It's overblown. Seems like they don't delete accounts with purchases in it. I mean, if that's the case, if it's just like empty accounts not doing anything, I understand that.
See, it stopped working that time, even though I wasn't wearing the armor.
Oh yeah, so Bushiden was supposed to be, had an estimated delivery of August 2020. When was that? I mean, they're still like updating it at least. But I didn't realize it was supposed to be out that long ago.
What game?
Bushiden. It looks pretty cool. It's a futuristic ninja action platformer. I want to start off this update by apologizing for the amount of time since the last update.
That sounds like a typical update.
Yes. Man, who did I order Crimson Clover from? First Press Games. Okay, I knew it was like...
I've only ordered 1 or 2 things from them, but I don't think I'm not sure if I've received anything from them. I know I ordered... It was like that one RPG that everyone...
Yeah. I know.
Actually, were they the ones that did...
Chained Echoes?
Were they the ones that did Jet Cave Adventure? Or no, was that Strictly Limited? I forget. I did get Jet Cave Adventure.
I mean, like, who the hell even knows anymore? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like I ordered Crimson Clover on September 12th, 2021. Man, I'm like going on close to 2 years for like a lot of things. I mean, I could log into my limited run, see what my oldest one. was I just found out recently. I was looking through there and saw something like both games were in the warehouse and have been like shipped to like other people. I just like never shipped. Although it says for both things like on hand. It's because of Windjammer. Windjammers 2 is one of those games. And I was like, man, is that like not out? Wait, no, I could swear that's out. Well, Demon's Throttle doesn't have a digital version. I mean, I don't know, it's not like I don't have plenty of other things to enjoy or check out or play.
Yes.
But I mean, looking at this Crimson Clover World Explosion version.
World Explosion? Whoa.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty
I mean, the thing is, in most of these cases, right, I think the thing the reason they take so long is because they just come with so much crap.
Yeah?
I think that's why they take so long most of the time.
And most of the time, like, I'm really just interested in the practical application of I want this game physically.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would appreciate if like all these games, like every single game didn't have a limited edition.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we are like completely like limited editioned out.
I mean, it's nice when there's like manuals and stuff, but like even that, like I could, like really the main thing I am looking for with any of these things is like I just want a physical copy of the game.
Yeah.
Oops, I did not mean. Oh, I put the armor into my use slot. Oops. Well.
Whoops.
Hopefully it'll be fine.
Oops.
Maybe I can manage to hold on to it.
So like Brennan Wallace says, I bought the TMNT big box from Limited Run. I'm wondering if it'll come with the latest updates on the game cart. No, they've had those games like in warehouse for a long time. They're just like waiting to put it inside of like a big box with all the other stuff in it. And they need to like acquire all that stuff. And I understand like all that stuff, like it takes time.
Logistics are hard.
Yes. But I mean, like I do wonder if like people would be like disappointed if every single one of these, like one of these releases didn't have a big box with stuff in it.
I am very much a standard edition guy. It's very much the except. And when I do get a special edition, it's usually because it comes with a CD. That's like the only thing that I really like. That's the only not always. Sometimes it's like, oh, like I got like the Breath of the Wild with the Master Sword statue. Like I wanted that.
So Broforce is going to include Broforce Forever. It's the definitive version of Broforce in its complete form. The estimate for shipping Broforce with the Broforce Forever content will be shortly after the release of Broforce Forever, which is currently scheduled to arrive in early 2023.
It's no longer.
I mean, I could probably contact them and be like, can you just send my Demon's Throttle? Did you stream Demon's Throttle?
I streamed it on a games we haven't booted. Yeah.
And it seemed pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it seemed really cool. Like I'd like to save it for like a backloggery co-op. This fight isn't hard, but it's so long. You make some slip-ups. Like, he's just got a lot of health. And I don't think special items work on him.
I don't know. I mean, that's one of the reasons that I got to make room for the games that I don't even have yet, that I've already paid for but don't have yet.
I feel like the theme of this section of the stream has just been you going, I don't know.
I mean, it's
I
true.
don't know.
Like, you know, I am certainly not like chomping at the bit to get these things. I just think it's like it's just amazing, like how many orders for things that are just like out in the ether at this point, just out there. Yeah, modern day gamer apathy. Ooh, she like her mouth moves when she just stands there.
Wait.
I feel like her face looks like real weird.
Wait. In the game, her mouth moves?
If you just,
maybe it was. Are you hallucinating?
I think it was just the way that the background was looked behind her. It
Oh,
like
the static.
Yeah.
In some of the
Maybe.
noise there. Richard Morgan, do you know if any of the sub-weapons are effective against the boss? Like, anything I should use before I try to do armor crashes? I'm wondering if I should like put one of these into.
So you've actually made it to the actual full-on final boss.
I hope he doesn't have another form. I always used and super armor attacks. Used what? used?
The super armor attacks.
Used sword. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing the others aren't even effective. I think I've already tried that one. I'll equip that one and just see if it does anything.
So did you hear that they're gonna rebrand Twitter?
No, are they calling it something else?
They're just gonna call it X.
Wait, no.
I am totally serious.
No.
They're just calling it X.
No, that cannot be real.
It's. I mean, apparently it's real.
That cannot be real. Okay, yeah, I don't think any sub-weapons work on them.
I mean, it seems unbelievable to me.
That seems completely unbelievable. I mean, I know the brand has lost its value, but not that much. Not.
Well.
Am I even like hurting him? Because like sometimes it makes it sound like he's like I'm hurting him, but sometimes it doesn't. And it's kind of weird.
And they're gonna add alternating lowercase and uppercase X's on each sides of your username. No. They should. They should force that.
All I can see is hell.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, but remember, Retro Morgan said he can heal himself
Oh,
when his health gets low.
go under him when he goes up.
Yeah, it's hard to time it, but does the game fac have
Oh, I gotta bring it. I gotta
have
bring
any
that back
info?
up. I just went over to this tab that I was gonna go to look at the game fac, and it's like, here's a new pair of AR glasses that look. I mean, they look so stupid.
Is it your thumbnail?
They're called the the Inmo 2 Inmo Air 2.
I mean, like
don't
all,
call something the air if you don't mean it.
but like all of these all of these types of devices just seem to have total nonsense names.
Yeah. It's all horse shit. I'm sorry.
Corey's just tired of everything today.
I guess so. Too much time in the sun.
Everything's garbage except for kayaking now.
Apparently. Let's see here. You may have... As Lena confronts Gallagher, he says her life will end right now. Lena, believing in herself, tells her she will not die until she restores love and peace to the world. The battle begins. You may have a ton of them, but run to the opposite side of the screen and grab the Valis armor. He'll begin by tossing some blue spheres at you, and that will absorb some of your hit points. They will be tough to dodge, but do your best. After he's done, he'll come forth and decide to fight you for real. What you need to watch out for is his freezing spark attack. Whenever you see a blue spark glowing on his chest, that means he's going to use the freezing spark. Back away from it at all costs. His other attacks are, they'll toss a couple of orange projectiles at you and they travel in horizontal lines. And he'll jump into the air and charge at you downward with his axe. You're going to want to hit him when he lifts his axe out of the way. Try not to get backed into a corner and wail on him. I love that they're using the term wail on him when you have the opportunity. Luckily, when you get a good hit, and it'll push him away a bit, but only when you hit him when he's on the ground. Run under him when he jumps, and you'll find yourself caught in the corner. When you get him down to about half health, when you get him down to about 1/2 health, he'll use some new attacks. One where he'll jump into the air and fire off 4 hit point absorber shots in succession, and another when he shoots off 3 blue spheres that bounce when they hit the ground. The former can be easily avoided by running in the opposite direction. Try your best not to have your HP absorbed. Let's leave this. I'll just have this long, drawn-out fight last twice as long.
But so he absorbs your HP, doesn't just recover health? Is that?
I guess.
She's worked until the very end.
Jeez Louise. I mean, it's all this, you know, like if you don't finish this,
the Super Nintendo is staying on. That's
yeah. But I'm just saying, you know, it's right there with 2 weeks of like what's like a good term for it?
Oh,
You know,
of me just having a hard
like,
time on the final boss.
Yeah, just like almost winning.
Well, the Metal Slug final boss really should have been a lot easier than I was making it out to be. Like, I kind of really figured it out at the end. And I got real close a bunch of times, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ended up not being that bad once I finished it. This is going a bit later than that was, though.
I mean, I feel like this should be your last run, maybe.
Well, maybe one or two more, but I mean, the Super Nintendo might be staying on. I don't know. We'll see.
2 weeks of coming up short. Yeah. Everyone's gonna lose their faith in our ability to, you know, complete video games on live streams. Melt our faith off. Mr. Self-Improvement says if you don't beat this, you should try giving the Japanese version a try.
I don't have it, though.
A bit more balanced. Richard Morgan beat it 2 months ago. I struggled with this one personally.
Whew.
You're getting better, though.
Overall, yeah.
You could have played it on Mister, yeah. You could. No, Mister doesn't have save states for SNES, I don't think.
I don't think. There's not even any point in picking anything up but armor and health at this point because the enemies aren't even susceptible to any of the special attacks.
Japanese ROM.
Yeah, but I'm using my real cart that I have for the American version. So that's why I'm sticking with it, because you know, technically it's the version I own, so I have to play by the American ROM rules. That's just how it is.
Yup.
Like, this fight would be so easy if it just wasn't so long, but it's just long enough to where, you know, you make a couple of mistakes and, you know, lose a good chunk of health.
I gotta run to the bathroom again.
I might have to end up equipping my armor to just protect myself. Not that I want to. But, I mean, it beats dying. Oh, is there a level select to stage? Can you do a level select to straight to this stage? Because like I would do that instead of leaving my Super Nintendo on. I mean, I understand why you went back that far, but I would personally probably not do that. Any stage. Well, then I can do that instead of leaving it on. What's the code?
All right.
Richard Morgan's saying that there's a level select code, so I can just do that instead of leaving the system on.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll look that up here. Oh, there's a code for unlocking an easy mode. Oh, if you hold L and R when you first turn on your SNES, continue to hold down these buttons until the start of the first act. You know, that gives you, Lena will be in an attire similar to Yuko. It's Yuko, not Yoko.
Oh.
Yuko.
Are you sure? I thought it was
three.
Yoko.
It's Yuko.
Oh, okay.
It is. I mean, it's just saying here that there's an easy mode. Easy modo. Cheats. Oh yeah, here you go. There's a title screen. There's also a debug menu.
Oh, was he? Whoa, that's a new attack. What are you doing? Whoa! This is a new attack. Stop doing that.
Yeah, well, that's what he was saying.
Oh, come on. Now you're doing Dracula. Don't do that. Well, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
One more time.
One more time.
We're gonna celebrate. Celebrate.
I was just afraid to wait any longer before using the armor special because my armor was red, so I felt like I needed to blow it. But yeah, he does get a lot tougher when his HP is low, it seems.
I think this guy just like never gets like his leg looks like he just has like those.
Yeah, his leg kind of just looks like it's a shield. Yeah. He's got Fire Emblem Awakening feet. Do you know what that means?
Yeah. Where there's like
they just kind of ended little pointy bits.
Yeah. They never did that again after that, right?
No. I mean, I honestly don't know if I ever would have even noticed it personally. Like I don't know. Like I didn't think it was.
If people that make a big deal about it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that strange looking, really.
Fire Emblem hooves.
Fire Emblem hooves. That's gonna be like a sequel where there's only you only have cavalry units. Fire Emblem hooves.
But that's a really good first one for people, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean I think it was a lot of people's first one.
I think I'm going to put a Fire Emblem game on my list for next year.
I would also say Path of Radiance is a good starter. It's an ugly game, though.
GameCube one, right?
Yeah,
I have
the
that one.
Yeah.
That one's really expensive.
I know.
But I mean, if you play that, like, I've heard that the one, like, the direct sequel to that is, like, really difficult.
It's extremely difficult. But I mean, it's not like the story feels unfinished.
Yeah.
It's just a new story.
All the games are, like, out of order, right? Like, they're not, like...
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of them take place in different worlds. Some of them take place in the same world, but...
Oh, I thought they were, like, episode so-and-so a lot of times. Or they're, like, not episode, but, like...
It's pretty common for them to go back to, like, Marth's world, but...
I mean, when you say they're worlds, like, they're just, like, not connected to, like, worlds from other ones?
Well, just like Final Fantasy, right?
Okay. I assume that, like, maybe they were all connected in some way.
No. Oftentimes, there's, like, a pair of games that are the same, but, like for example, like, Fire Emblem Sacred Stones on GBA, that's never been revisited. This fight, that fight did not go well. Well, maybe that means I've peaked. But I got pretty close though on that fight.
Yeah,
like it was.
I think
it was not. Like if I were to turn this on, I mean, probably not tomorrow since tomorrow's backloggery stream. But if I turn this on Tuesday, I bet I'll beat it in within 3 attempts.
Probably.
So
maybe it was a good try.
Yeah,
I think.
So I mean, Valis games are not games that I go into a stream super confident I will finish that stream because they do tend to get really tough toward the end.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it on my backlog now playing right now though, so that I don't
So you don't forget it.
So I don't forget. Oh yeah, I need to revisit this before I completely forget how this last level works.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. But yeah, thanks everybody who donated tonight.
Yeah.
And thank you for sticking with us. You know, even after that dumb thumbnail. You know, thanks for continuing to watch.
Even after Coury sighed a bunch of times this stream and just said, I don't know. I don't know. Is that going to be your new game store thing instead of you know, you should get this. You should just like look at whatever the other person's holding. And you're just like, I don't know.
I mean, I kind of do stuff like that.
I don't know.
But well, it was fun, and I hope everyone has a great week. I'm gonna see if I can do that stream thing where I just like play one game that I'm gonna get rid of, just record some footage, and maybe I'll do it like on the Twitch, like for a lunch.
Or you should do one game you're going to get rid of and one game that you for your Genesis episode.
I could do that, yeah. But I mean, like, I want to be able to probably just. I don't think that would. I'd be able to fit that in an hour. Like, I want to be able to like put time into like the Genesis stuff.
Well, I think you need to make that a morning tradition for the next few months until you've got the footage.
Yeah. Yeah. I could do like 1 or 2 a day. Yes. I think I could do that. Or in the evening.
Yeah.
One of the two. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great week.
20L5 held up great. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, thank you.
No 20L5 issues this whole stream. Looks fantastic and phenomenal.
Yeah, video game obsession. I'm not getting rid of any Genesis Black Grids.
He's like
I'm
really only talking
about 92 of them.
He's not talking about getting rid of anything older than like Xbox One and a couple of Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And mostly just duplicate stuff. So, yes.
Yep.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Take care.